In the beginning of the movie, we see a girl named Lindy. Her childhood is shown to us. Lindy every time wishes that she could live like normal children, although her parents help in this work. Also here we come to know that it is Lindy's birthday on this day, but then someone sitting nearby takes Lindy's cake and starts eating it, due to which Lindy gets very angry and she starts hitting him on the spot. After her parents took her to a doctor for treatment for short temper, where all the doctors start doing some experiments on her short temper as well as anger. But even there, they are not able to keep themselves normal. Slowly, time seems to move forward, and so does one's age, where we can see that even during different kind of experiments, Lindy is not able to control herself, and she throws away the people who have come to treat her. Due to this, being worried, the doctors stop her treatment and experiments, so that if Lindy's anger is to be calmed down, then why not send her to the military? But this bet played on Lindy also backfires, because after joining the military there, she fight away those military soldiers too. After a few years, during many experiments, she finds a small machine. Lindy is able to calm her body and mind, after which the story moves forward 5 years, and now we can see that Lindy has now grown up, where Lindy reaches outside the restaurant to meet a man, seeing whom we come to know that Lindy has basically come here for a blind date. We see a man is misbehaving with a waiter, seeing which Lindy gets angry at him, and then she beats the man a lot.
Hey, this is my car.
I think you forgot something.
What?
Your manners.
But the actual reality is something else. After Lindy goes on her date, there she meets a guy named Justin. Basically, this is Lindy's first date. Because of this, she is more confused, where Justin tells that I am also more confused because this is my first date. Then the waitress there comes to take their order, and when she starts taking the order from them, both of them get more confused. Seeing this, the waitress starts laughing at Justin. Lindy does not like her behavior, and she again stabilizes her body by giving herself a shock. After Justin orders and the waitress leaves from there, Lindy leaves for the washroom. But when she reaches the washroom, inside the nearby toilet, she starts seeing the same waitress who was laughing and talking loudly with someone on the phone. Today, she met two people who were more confused with each other. Lindy gets angrier after hearing her words. Because of this, she again tries to calm herself by taking out her remote. But this remote does not work this time. And finally, she opens the door of that toilet and throws the waitress out there. After Lindy walks out of the restaurant without saying bye to Justin. From there, the scene shifts to Lindy's house where she undresses, which is a voltage controllable machine which is fitted on Lindy's entire body. Then the scene shifts to morning again, where Lindy leaves her house and goes to meet her personal doctor, Evan, where the doctor sees Lindy in front of him and takes out his gun from his drawer, because Dr. Evan also knew this. If Lindy got angry or her visions overpowered her, she might kill him. That's why Evan kept a gun in every drawer. But then Lindy tells him that there is no need to worry. I have just come to you because my machine is not working. Please, can you check it and tell what is the problem? So first of all, Dr. Evan tells her that you are crazy. Put it on and go and sit on that seat. After which the doctor checks that remote, where Evan tells that end of the month the battery of this remote control gets low. So maybe that is the issue. I will fix it and tell me how was your date yesterday? In reply to which Lindy tells that the date was not very special because a waitress had started making fun of both of them, and due to this he got angry and hit her on the spot. You will have to get into a relationship with someone soon so that you can pamper your body completely. After which Evan gives her the remote control, and from there, Lindy leaves. Next scene, we see Lindy going somewhere by train, a man sitting with his legs spread inside the train. However, Lindy does not like his behavior and starts getting angry, and she punches that person on the spot. After which, the scene shifts to a restaurant where, again, Lindy has come to Justin for her date,
Less BDSM.
where now both of them are introduced nicely. Justin tells that he is an accountant and he works for a person named Barry. Lindy replies that she is a bouncer, which makes Justin laugh. At the same time, we can also see some flashback scenes of Lindy, in which she is beating some people outside a club. Some time ago, she got the job of a bouncer, and now he has started modeling. After a while walking, both of them reach Lindy's house, where Justin is about to say bye to her and leave, but then he kisses her. At this moment, both of them become more excited. Due to excitement, Lindy takes him to her room. However, even at that time, Lindy starts having the same vision that she might overpower Justin during sex. But when Justin kisses her, she becomes normal again. Her t-shirt suddenly opens, and for the first time, Justin is able to see the voltage controller machine on her entire body. In response, Lindy tries to explain to him that I have a problem. I keep getting angry all the time, but she is unable to explain anything to him. Still, Justin calms her down and says that no matter what you are, I can manage. After which both of them become intimate at night. The scene shifts to the next morning, where Justin has brought cake and coffee for her. He also gives her a gift here, which when opened, Lindy gets a camera. Seeing this, Lindy becomes more happy and they kiss again. Justin asks her about that machine and why she uses it. Then Lindy tells him that actually it causes short temper. For this reason, she uses that machine. So in reply, Justin says, "Why don't you try yoga?" Where again, Lindy remembers some of his flashback scenes in which he had injured some people while doing yoga. She also tells Justin that she tried everything possible to repair herself, but ultimately, this was the only way that she could control her properly. Justin says that he has just received a call from the office, and he will definitely come to meet her in the evening. Lindy becomes more happy and takes off her machine. And now she starts feeling that what the doctor had told her, that getting into a relationship would be right for her, where Lindy gets ready and leaves the market and goes straight to meet Dr. Evan. She also tells Evan that she is in a relationship and has had sex with someone just last night. In response, Evan tells her that it is good that you have come into a relationship, but take care that your anger never overpowers you and him. So Lindy says, "Doctor, I have now learned to control everything, and tonight we are going to go to dinner again, and thanks for your idea for this blind date," and she says bye to him and leaves. After she takes all the pictures with the camera that Justine had given her on the way, comes home and does makeup. And when she gets ready for dinner, she messages Justin. But even after making all the messages and calls, there is no reply. He doesn't come, and finally, when she calls him again, a detective picks up the phone, and his name is Detective Vicars. And he tells Lindy that the person you want to talk to has died. Also, we find his dead body in a dustbin, after which he asks Lindy to come to the police station. In the next scene, we see that Lindy has come to the police station, where she meets two detectives, Vicars and Nevin, where during interrogation, Lindy tells this she was going to go for dinner with Justin tomorrow night, but I have become more upset due to your giving this news. So the detective interrogates her further, that what do you know about Justin? In response, Lindy says that she just told me that he is an accountant and his boss named Barry. Hearing this, both the detectives say that okay, we will find that person named Barry. Before going there, Lindy tells them that she just wants to see Jin's body once, in response to which Vicars says that they can show the dead body only to the family members, and showing the dead body to persons from outer people is not allowed. Out of sympathy, Vicars tries to get hold of him. But here again, Lindy starts having the same visions. It is said that out of anger, he has thrown both of them here. But again, Lindy calms down her anger on her device. Then Lindy leaves from there. At the same time, we can also see that Lindy is more saddened by Justin's death, because for the first time in her life, she has fallen in love with someone, and for the first time, she has come so close to someone, because of which she again reaches to meet Dr. Evan. Dr. Evan asks her the reason for her problem, and there Lindy tells that Justin is no more in this world. To recover from her death, seeing Lindy's condition, the doctor there gives her an injection, where due to the effect of that injection, Lindy remains lost in Justin's memories throughout the night. And when Lindy wakes up the next day, she again tries to calm herself. Then the doctor tells her that it seems that the machine is not working. Finding some other way to calm him down, she tells the doctor that she thinks Barry is involved in the murder. After that, she leaves from there. Where on the way, Lindy calls Vicars and says that I need your help. Hearing this, both Vicars and Nevin go to help her. But basically, this is Lindy's trick here. She enters the police station and takes out the card of another policeman and goes to the evidence room where she finds Justin's mobile. After checking that mobile, she finds the last call on which Justin had last talked. Justin has an ID in his purse, which allows Linda to reach his house. Then investigating the house, Linda comes to know that nothing like the incident has happened here. But then there comes the call from Vicars. He tells her that you have not done well by stealing the evidence. It will be bad with you, as well as he also says that my sympathy is with you, but not of Nevin. She is already there to catch you. So in a hurry, Lindy picks up a key there and starts running away from there. But then Nevin also reaches there, where Nevin is also gunpoint Lindy. In the meantime, she again called Vicars and gave the phone to Nevin. When the Nevin is talking to the Vicars, then the Lindy manages to get out of there by distracting her attention from there. After which she reaches the parking and tries to find Justin's car with the help of that key, when she finds a sport car where Lindy is running away from there, where we are shown a good car chasing scene between these two. With the help of skills, Lindy escapes from there, but the car of detectives goes to accident. Scene shift in next morning where Lindy reaches a shopping mall and goes there and talks about a man named Andy. Basically, Andy is one of the most powerful hacker in entire city, and she met her and gives her the phone of Justin and says that the last call can track her location. So Andy says that I will help you, but you will not be able to pay my fees. So Lindy gives the key that has the key in her hand. Instead, the Andy traces the call and tells that an underground place has come from the place which the person named Barry. Lindy knows that Barry is a criminal. After which, Lindy leaves from there and reaches the same underground place where she finds out that illegal fight club. She gets to see the Barry and asks him why you got Justin killed, in response to which Barry says that I did not get any accountant killed. In response to which Lindy starts threatening her and says that, let me tell the truth or else I will kill you now. Barry says that there are all the fighters here, you cannot do anything and cannot make me spew anything. Then in response to it, she say that I will fight with your 3 fighters, and if I won, you have to tell me everything the truth and we know anyway. The anger of Lindy is more dangerous, and when 3 people come together for her, Lindy alone gives them a box kicking. After seeing this, Barry also understands that Lindy is not a common girl. There is definitely something special inside it. So he takes Lindy with him somewhere in the car to talk. On the way, again asks Lindy Barry why you get Justin killed. Then in response to him, Barry says that he kills many people. In many things, he implicates Lindy and then takes the driver there to gunpoint. But Lindy anger is dangerous, and when she gets angry, she gets extra superhuman strength and super fastness, which helps. From she beat the driver on the same. After that, Lindy gets more angry on the Barry, so she takes her to an underground location and ties her hands and asks, that tell me the truth that what happened to Justin after all? What did you do? So Barry tells that he also works for a guy named Gareth, and if he has got Justin killed, then maybe it can be done. So that Gareth must be behind this. Hearing this, Lindy again gets very angry, and she gives a shock to Barry and leaves from there. The scene shifts to the next morning where we see Detective Vicars as well as Detective Nevin in a hospital, where both of them are talking to each other about Lindy's file. In this, both of them come to know that Lindy is more dangerous since childhood. Basically, due to last night's incidents, Vicars was badly injured. Because of this, when Nevin goes out of the hospital to get medicine, Lindy takes the opportunity and comes from behind and starts talking to Vicars. And at the same time, she also thanks Vicars because it was he who called about Nevin. Vicars says that he is fine, but what are you doing here? Then in response, Lindy says that I have found out the name of Justin, real murderer, and where he lives, and now I want to kill him. When he is going to kill, the Vicars there tell him that it is not free from danger. But at the time of their ongoing conversation, Nevin reaches there and tries to seduce Lindy, but Lindy cleverly runs away from there. Nevin runs after her, but then she closes the door and runs away to save her life. At night, Lindy reaches Gareth's tower and asks the guard there about meeting Gareth. Then a security guard named Dalla comes there and says that I will take you to Gareth. After which both of them are going upwards inside the lift. But then Dalla makes Lindy unconscious and binds her in a room, and when Lindy opens her eyes later, she sees that she is inside a room where Dalla has removed her entire machine from her body. Have been detached. After regaining consciousness. Meanwhile, we can see that Dalla goes to the top floor of the same building and comes out of a storeroom through a secret door to meet Gareth, and after coming tells Gareth everything that a girl was asking about you, and Gareth says that I don't know anyone, and I don't know any Justin or anyone like that. You tell the story about him, and next time I should not have to hear about her. Right there we are watching in the second scene. We find that Lindy runs straight to Dr. Evan and tells him that I don't have my shocking device, so make me another device because I am not able to control my anger. In response to which the doctor calms him down, gives him some food and drink, and says that I am also going out and I will get your machine. After next day, Dr. Evan makes a new machine for him and gives it to him. When Lindy leaves from there and reaches her home, it is locked. She thinks, why not go through the back door? And when she goes through the back door, she sees that a bomb explodes behind her door. This meant that if she had opened the door forcefully, the bomb would have exploded and she would have died on the spot. Because of this, she cleverly takes that bomb with her and makes a small ball of aluminum and puts it in the microwave, where she also sees this after leaving the house. She finds that Vicars' car was waiting. Lindy secretly comes to Vicars. She says that she has been attacked by Gareth's goons. Then Vicars asks, what is the proof of this? Only then we can see that there is a huge explosion in her house. After this, Vicars really starts to believe that Gareth's people are no longer alive, and he also tells Lindy that he has come to know that Gareth is a mafia guy whose people are looking for you. From there, the scene shifts to night, where Lindy secretly tries to reach the top floor of that tower with the help of the walls. But then we come to know that Dalla was already there, waiting for Lindy. After Dalla captures her and takes him with him to Gareth. Here we can also see Gareth's office, where all the antique items, where Gareth looks at Lindy and says that you are strange. Lindy tells him that you killed my boyfriend Justin. I did not kill anyone named Justin. Meanwhile, Lindy starts getting angry, but then Dalla hits her hard on the head and renders her unconscious. In the next scene, we can see that Lindy's eyes open again in a white room, where the Dalla is extracting blood from his body to experiment on him. Because of this pain, her anger goes away, and we can see the same passion in her eyes that she feels every time she gets angry. After which, she opens one hand with all her strength, and the blood she has drawn accidentally squirts into Dalla's mouth. After which, a fight takes place between these two. After Lindy asks him, where Gareth? Tell me about him. Dalla tells everything. Lindy kills Dalla. She walks away from there. While on the way, all the bodyguards there come and try to attack Lindy. But who could stand before Lindy's anger? And from there, Lindy beats up everyone. She starts going towards the secret storeroom, which is the way to reach Gareth. And when she finally reaches there, she sees in front of her that Gareth is already dead. There is clapping from behind where we can see Justin. Lindy is happy to see this, but at the same time, she is also interested in how Justin is alive. Here are all the questions and answers of Lindy, in which Justin tells that I am basically a CIA agent. We were searching for Gareth for a long time, but we were not able to reach him, in which you helped us. You're meeting with Dr. Evan, after Evan giving you this device, then asking you for a relationship, then you meeting me, and then suddenly disappearing due to my death. All this was our plan. So Lindy gets even more angry, and she finally puts the bomb she had found at her house in Justin's hand and jumps from the building from where an explosion. After leaving from there, she goes straight to Dr. Evan to do it, and when she is about to take out his gun from the drawer, Evan already takes out his gun and stands in front of her and says that I know that you have come to know everything the truth. But wait, don't take my life. I know what you can do. If we both get together. But then Detective Nevin and Vicars come from behind and shoot Lindy in the leg, where he is taken to the hospital due to his injuries. Next day, both of them come to talk to Lindy, where in response, Lee tells both of them that she has accepted all these people as her own, had killed in self-defense. However, Vicars knew that Gareth was already a mafia and a gangster, so making a charge sheet on Lindy would not be a profitable deal. He records this entire incident in his file as an unknown accident, and also instructs Lindy to stay away from all these matters if possible, where after the entire scene is sorted out. When Lindy leaves the hospital, she gives the camera that belonged to her to a beggar. After which, she reached her house, where the condition of her house had become worse. There she is able to see her childhood photos, as well as her family's photos. But then a red-haired doctor comes there, who tells her name is Dr. Suzanne. And guys, if you remember that all the experiments we were talking about in the beginning of the movie were being conducted by Dr. Suzanne. where she tells Lindy that we can work by controlling your anger, where even Lindy is not able to understand what Suzanne is doing here. But then we see that the device, which used to control Lindy's anger, is now in the hands of Suzanne, and now she turns her full-voltage Lindy into something else, and with this suspense. If you enjoy the video, please subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments section the next movie I will recap for you.